Snakes. My name is Dante, and today it is Podcast Tuesday once again, and it's time to talk about just reprints. So this is just like I'll be explaining each card and stuff. Basically, all reprints spoiled so far, excluding any lands, including the cycle. Yes, 1 mana cycle lands are returning, and the snow lands are returning, of course, as full art finally. But yeah, there's like 17 other slides. So yeah, we'll just be starting with, but each slide will have like multiple cards. So we'll be starting off the number 17, as you can see, and all the way we will work down to 1. So yeah. Yeah, that's our first card. Yeah, the card that's getting reprinted is Future Sight, which not many people knew this wasn't modern legal. Like, some people thought this was modern legal or this wasn't modern legal. Like many people were confused about Future Sight's reprint. And well, yeah, it's a 5 mana enchantment with play with the top card of your library revealed. You may play the top card of your library in the set Future Sight, which is actually kind of hilarious. In the set Future Sight, which is actually kind of hilarious, they made a card called Magus of the Future, which was basically a reference to Future Sight, which is basically the same card, but rather than being an enchantment, it's a 2/3 human wizard. So yeah, it basically does. They do the same thing. Simply, Magus of the Future is a creature, 2/3 rather than being an enchantment. So yeah, it is actually Future Sight is actually a good card. It can make some combo potentials and stuff. But well, yeah, it's getting reprinted, and I'm not sure what to say about it. If it's good that's getting reprinted or not. For Commander, it's excellent. But this is Modern Horizons, and I'm not sure if this is going to see some modern gameplay. But anyway, it's slide number 16 we've got. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's basically Flusterstorm. The regular version of Flusterstorm has not been spoiled yet in Modern Horizons. The only spoiler we've got is the Biobots version, but what we know is that it is a card you can open in a pack, just not the Biobots version. It's simply just the regular version is something you open in packs. And I suppose the regular version is going to have the original art. Otherwise, it's definitely not going to have the Biobots art. And yeah, Flusterstorm is a card that hates on Grape Shot, as you can see. Because it basically, you can counter target instant or sorcery spell unless its controller pays 1 for 1 blue, and it has Storm. It's an instant. You can potentially stop Grape Shot, which is a 2 mana sorcery, which it can deal 1 damage to target creature or player, and has Storm. So yeah, it's very good. The Flusterstorm against the Storm deck, and I am a Storm player, so this means I am not really happy with Flusterstorm. But then, so like blue control decks would just use Flusterstorm in the sideboard against Storm. Hola Luciana Poisot, ¿cómo estás? So well yeah, to just stop the storm, but you could just use damping sphere, but storm can easily handle damping sphere. Yes, I'm actually serious. Storm can easily handle damping sphere or two. Yeah. And grape shot, well yeah, in the storm deck you could also use a flusterstorm to stop an enemy flusterstorm, which is actually weird but true. So yeah, or yeah, flusterstorm is definitely a great card against storm. And yeah, and that could potentially kill storm decks. Yeah. And yeah, that on to slide number 15. We've got it's carrion feeder, which yes, it is called carrion feeder. Like I did not know this wasn't modern Leo, but many people knew this was not modern and was just legacy or commander. That card. So yeah, I'm actually kind of happy there. They, not really, but I'm good with carrion feeder getting reprinted. Even it's not really that good unless you are a sacrifice deck, because it's a 1 mana sack outlet, but we already got other sack outlets. So yeah, carrion feeder is basically blood flow connoisseur, but basically trading 2 mana to not being able to block. So yeah, basically, well, turning vampire into zombie, that's the thing. So for blood flow connoisseur, you just basically pay 2 mana for it to be able to block. And carrion feeder, it is, yeah, so that's 3 mana that can block, and that's 1 mana that can't block. Oh, yeah. And yeah, carrion feeder, what's very special about the carrion feeder is that it is it's a very good card. Yeah. It's a sack outlet and it can grow because you sacrifice creatures. Yeah, which is very good. So if a creature was to die, nope, sacrifice. I put a counter on carrion feeder, and what's so good is that it can sacrifice itself to itself, like an arc-bound ravager or a blood flow connoisseur. Yeah, that one as well. So yeah, basically it makes a great combo with living end or living death. So living end decks might be starting to play carrion feeder, but not all living end decks are actually black. Some we've got mono red living end decks or mono blue living end decks, or is it living end? But Electro Dominance and As Foretold can help you cast carrion feeder easily. Yeah, also cascading could work. Cascading into carrion feeder would be good, but in that case you're probably better off using blood flow connoisseur instead of carrion feeder. But carrion feeder, it's much cheaper option in mana, because you could just Electro Dominance for 1 and you bring in carrion feeder without having to Electro Dominance for 3 and then bring in blood flow connoisseur. Or you could just As Foretold, and then after 1 turn you can carrion feeder. You don't have to wait 3 turns to then put blood flow connoisseur down. That's the difference. So yeah, overall, carrion feeder is a great card if you are playing that kind of deck, a living end deck. graveyard deck, sack outlet. Yeah. Yeah, this was 17, 16, 15. Yeah, that was slide 15. So now, on to slide 14.
RenderForest.com.
Yeah. So we got 3 cards there, bundled up together, which aren't really that important. So yeah, the 3 cards bundled up. So we got Dismantling Blow, which basically will be a good thing for Jeskai Control or Azorius Miracles. Yeah. Azorius Miracles can be a thing. Yeah. I just got the new Streamlabs Cloudbot on YouTube. Okay, so yeah, the command does not work, which is kind of weird. I was trying to see if the command was working. Oh, it did work. It actually did work. It's a bit delayed. But yeah, I just realized that the link is unclickable, so you just need to copy paste the link to my Twitch channel. Yeah. Yeah. So it looks like the command does work. Yeah. And yeah, the Dismantling Blow, like, basically it's a 3 mana instant. Yeah, it's an instant, which you can kick her for 2 in a blue, and you can destroy an artifact or enchantment. So it's great artifact / enchantment removal, which is great. Which there's a lot in modern, artifacts and enchantments. And if it was kicked, you draw 2 cards. So basically with Dismantling Blow, you're paying 1 more mana for a disenchant, but gives you the option to make an instant speed divination. So yeah. And yeah, next card we've got Crypt Rats. So Crypt Rats is a 3 mana 1/1 rat with, for X mana, it deals X damage to each creature and each player. Spend only black mana on X. Did you know that all of these 3 cards there shown are pauper legal? Well, now you know. They're excellent pauper cards, and now they're coming to Modern Horizons as uncommons. Yeah, so yeah. Crypt Rats, well, you can only spend black mana on it. So it's basically like practically like saying the ability is somehow similar to Drain Vitality or Drain Life, I think it was called, because it would because you can only spend black mana on it. Let's see, what was the name of this one? It was called Drain Life. Okay, so yeah, and Firebolt is the third card in this bundle there that I put there, which is Firebolt, not Fireball. Fireball is already in Modern. 1 red sorcery deals 2 damage to any target. Flashback for 4 in a red. So yeah, it can be considered a reiterating shock, but sorcery speed. So yeah, Firebolt can have some sort of link with shock and Chainer's Edict. Like, Chainer's Edict can have some sort of link with Diabolic Edict, because like, yeah, shock and Firebolt are just very similar. Like, Chainer's Edict and Diabolic Edict are very similar, since the thing is that they can be cast. Like, Diabolic Edict is an instant version, and Chainer's Edict is a sorcery version, which is flashbackable. Shock is the instant version, and Firebolt is the sorcery version, which is flashbackable. It might see play in burn, like, because you can deal 4 damage in the end. Like, for late game, like, you could just do Firebolt, and then by any chance, if you have 5 lands, which is unlikely because you'd be playing 19 lands or 20 lands and lots of fetches, then it's hard to have 5 mana. But in case if you do, you can flashback a Firebolt, which is good. Yeah. That was just slide 14. So now to slide 13. Yeah. So we've got 4 cards in this bundle this time, which is basically I never knew Fact or Fiction was not modern legal until it got spoiled, basically. So yeah. So yeah, there's Exclude, Pillage, Fact or Fiction, and Regrowth. So yeah, what's special about like Exclude is a 3 mana instant to counter target creature spell and draw a card. So basically, practically saying, you're just putting 1 extra mana on Essence Scatter to draw a card, which isn't really that bad, really. Like, it's good using the Exclude. Like, I did not know this was in Modern Legal, but yeah, it's very good. There's also Pillage, which might replace a Molten Rain, because like Molten Rain is just same mana cost as Pillage, and you could just destroy only lands, and if it was non-basic, you deal 2 damage to your opponent. But Pillage, it can destroy an artifact or a land, and no matter what you destroy, it can't be regenerated. So no to Welding Jar, and no to what regenerates lands exactly? I don't know, but yeah, still, what, like, I recently updated the Streamlabs Cloudbot, I think. So yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, then you should try using the command !Twitch, and then Streamlabs puts a link to my Twitch channel. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's called the Streamlabs Cloudbot. I somehow managed to make it work now on YouTube. But on Twitch, if you want, you can try using the command !hello, and the MooBot welcomes you to the stream. It's just a simple command, and yeah, it works. So yeah, YouTube spectators, go click on this link to my Twitch channel and follow my Twitch channel. But now we're talking about Fact or Fiction, which Fact or Fiction potentially could get you free cards for 4 mana, which isn't really that bad. It's 4 mana instant. Reveal the top 5 cards of your library. An opponent separates those cards into 2 piles. Put 1 pile into your hand and then the other into your graveyard. So it's great for Storm. It's going to be better than Pieces of the Puzzle and Gifts Ungiven, because, well, yeah, the opponent still again has a choice, but you basically put the rest into a graveyard, and it's basically like a Gifts Ungiven, or yeah, it's very good. And Regrowth is a 1 and a green sorcery. Return target card from your graveyard to your hand. So yeah, it's basically the original graveyard retrieval card. Like in the past, it was restricted in Vintage, since the thing is that it was practically like a demonic tutor, but for your graveyard. Like demonic tutors from your library. Regrowth is from your graveyard. So yeah, it was actually very powerful in the past, but it's no longer restricted. And unexpectedly, it's becoming modern legal. There we go. That's the cool thing. So yeah, that is 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. Yeah, we'll slide 13, and now to slide 12. Yeah. So we've got Urza's Rage, which yeah, it's not really that good. Like, well, it can get big. Like, it's a free. Okay, yeah, I sneezed, but yeah, it's a free mana instant, but it has kicker for 8 in a red. Wow, this is rare. If you would ever get 11 mana when playing Burn, this is rare. Like, this is not going to see play in Burn. Definitely not. Like, you're nearly never going to get 11 mana because you'd be playing 7 fetches in your deck and 19 lands. So the maximum amount of mana you'd get would be 12. So like, it would be super or 13, depending on if you're playing 20 or 19 lands. So like, getting 11 lands is nearly an impossible challenge. Yeah. Because like, if you would get to 11 lands, you're practically lost. Unless if you're doing some kind of combo, like Experimental Frenzy. But still, no one plays Experimental Frenzy in Modern. That's the thing. So yeah, Urza's Rage is a free mana instant with kicker 8 in for kicker for 9 manas. No way. Wait. 9. No, 12 mana. So basically, you'd get all of your lands in the deck to be able to play Urza's Rage. So it's not even 11 mana, it's 12 mana. Even harder. So yeah, this spell can't be countered. Not that bad. Deal 3 damage to any target. 3 damage for 3 mana. Nah, I prefer Bolt. But if it was kicked, it instead deals 10 damage to that permanent or player. And this damage can't be prevented. So, well, the damage can't be prevented isn't really something you care much about. But I would, if I was to play it, like, it's not really like a worse version of Fight with Fire. Like, Fight with Fire is a 3 mana sorcery with kicker for 6 mana, and it can deal 5 damage to target creature. Oh, 5 damage to target creature, yeah. only creature, no player, no planeswalker. And if this spell was kicked, instead it deals 10 damage, split as you choose among any number of targets instead. So this means they can hit players and planeswalkers, but it's for 9 mana, which is a hard challenge still in burn. And otherwise for 3 mana still, it's too weak. Like only 5 damage to a creature. What? Kill Tarmogoyf? That's it? Nah. No. Urza's Rage is not going to see gameplay in Modern. Except for Storm decks. That's basically the only exception with Urza's Rage. But still, gathering 11 mana or 10 mana in Storm? Well, yeah, I was playing Storm, but because you're getting a lot of mana, but you're still spending mana as well on gifts and serum visions and stuff. But yeah, it can. This is the only deck that might be able to play Urza's Rage. So yeah. It's good. It's not bad. Commander, good. Modern, nah. Slide 11, let's go. So cool, isn't it? Yeah, it's very cool. The special animations I'm using. 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Yeah, this is slide 11. So yeah, we've got Squirrel Nest. Wait. I'm wondering, wait. It isn't modern. It wasn't modern legal? And, well, yeah, it wasn't, and now it's going to be. So yeah, it's a 3 mana enchantment aura. Enchant land! Wow, yeah. Good for Estrid decks, because you could use this to untap your lands, and yeah. In the Estrid deck, but yeah. Enchanted land has tap to create a 1/1 squirrel. Oh look! Squirrels are coming back. That's cool. Wait, what? In the tree tops, unseen by many, lurks chittering, skittering death. And yeah, there are other versions, of course, of the squirrel nest. Simic already has a modern legal version called Leaf Drake Roost. A free green and blue enchantment aura, enchant land. Enchanted land has green blue tap, create a 2/2 drake with flying, and it's a Simic watermark. So yeah, it's good. You could create drakes, but it's a high cost enchantment, and being able to create the drakes isn't entirely for free. And there is a bigger version. It's in Commander. I'm not sure if it's modern legal or not. But it's called Spawning Grounds, which is an 8 mana aura with an enchant land. An enchantment land you can tap to create a 5/5 beast with trample. You see, with 5 extra mana, it can change from 1/1 squirrel to a 5/5 beast with trample. The tree drops unseen by many, lurks chittering, skittering death. To Emrakul, of course, yeah. 15 squirrels can kill Emrakul. That's how powerful a squirrel is. 15 squirrels to kill one of the Eldrazi Titans. They just have to fly, of course. Yeah. Kozilek. 12 squirrels on the ground can kill Kozilek. Such tiny creatures to slay such a giant Eldrazi Titan. Which is kinda weird, yeah. Just 12 to be able to destroy Kozilek. And Ulamog. Oh, no. Ulamog is not going to fall for that. Ulamog is not going to get killed by his 10 squirrels. That's what I know. But yeah, this is just fun magic. So well, yeah. So yeah, Squirrel Nest overall is a good card, especially in Commander. But yeah. So yeah. So we got Wing Shards. It's a 3 mana instant. Target player sacrifices an attacking creature, Storm. So, well, yeah. Basically, I think Goblin Storm is no longer a thing in Modern. Like I haven't seen any Goblin Storm deck in ages. Because well, yeah, like shortly after the Dominaria was released, which was when Skirk Prospector was reprinted and then therefore became modern legal and standard legal. Yeah, it was a vintage master that is standard legal somehow. But yeah, like it can stop the Goblin Storm combo, which I think it doesn't, like players don't play it anymore, the Goblin Storm. Now we've got Gift Storm, Pyromancer Storm, Cheerio Storm. Yes, Cheerio Storm. That was the deck that Death Snow played in the GP in Yokohama. And in case if you did not know who Death Snow is, it's Ken Yukuhiro. Which, in case if you did not know who Ken Yukuhiro is, he is a Japanese pro. Yeah. So yeah, Wing Shards. So like, if there was the Empty Warrens combo, and then Reckless Bushwhacker as well, the search cost was paid. So yeah, they gain haste. So basically, you most probably get overwhelmed by goblins. But no! Wing Shards turns into Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet. Wait, what? Thanos? No! I mean, like, Wing Shards, you would potentially kill half of the creatures that are attacking you. That's what I really meant. Like Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet on Wing Shards? Like, how does one link with another? So, like, here's how. You basically, they attack you, say for example, with 22 goblins, which is a 44 damage. They had a storm count of 11. Or, yeah, storm count of 11. Well, yeah, the Reckless Bushwhacker is also attacking you. So, yeah, that's 23 attackers, which basically is 46 damage. You're at, say for example, you were at 25 life. Just saying, like you could somehow gain life if your Soul Sisters play, but probably you'll be at 20 life. So yeah. Well, Wing Shards in this case would not save you, but a double Wing Shards could save you. Like, well, you could cast Wing Shards and then they have to sacrifice 12 creatures that are attacking you. They sacrifice Reckless Bushwhacker and... No, not Reckless Bushwhacker. Of course not. It would just sacrifice 12 goblins, and they still have 10 goblins attacking you for 20 damage plus Reckless Bushwhacker. 22 damage. You're at 20 life. You're still dead. Well, you probably have some blockers. So, or other tricks. Probably have some blockers. So you'd go to 2 life with a Wing Shard. Say you have 2 blockers. You could block one, block another, Wing Shards the rest. Or like Wing Shards before declaring blockers, then declare blocks, and there you go. You're safe, and you're at 2. Gives you 1 more turn to board wipe. What board wipe? I don't know. You choose. Say Wrath of God or Damnation or or Supreme Verdict. Yeah. Name a modern legal board wipe. Any modern legal board wipe. Even if you just wanted to name Kaya's Wrath, you could name that. It in the live chat, top chat, stream chat, or in the comments. Any modern legal board wipe you can think of. Even if it's a Kaya's Wrath, you could put it. It just doesn't mean it's going to be played. Name any modern legal board wipe. But while you think of a modern legal board wipe, let's move on to slide number 9. Aren't the animations cool? Well, yeah, now we got Wall of Blossoms. Yes, it's getting reprinted. It's a wall. It's a 2-mana 0/4 plant wall with Defender, and when Wall of Blossoms enters battlefield, you draw a card. Ooh. It's not bad, a creature that can draw for itself. Yeah, isn't it? And basically in Zendikar, it practically had a time shift. It time shifted into white. So it became the 2-mana 0/4 regular wall. Not a plant wall, regular wall. That's funny, yeah. With Defender, and when it enters battlefield, you draw a card. So yeah, that was called Wall of Omens, and now, yeah, it's getting reprinted, the Wall of Blossoms. So now you can have both in a modern deck. But what modern deck are you planning in with walls? Like, is there any wall deck in modern? Arcades? But Arcades is a more of a standard deck or commander deck. But modern walls? I don't think so. But we still got Carven Caryatid, which is a similar card already in modern, which is a 3-mana 2/5 spirit. With Defender, and when to battlefield, you draw a card. It's a 2/5 spirit. It can defend and deal damage back when it's defending. So like, it can defend and protect you from some possible threats. So like, a 2/2 would die to Carven Caryatid. And yeah. Yeah, they are all very good walls. Yeah, Carven Caryatid is not a wall, it's a spirit. Never mind. But yeah, they're basically like powerful walls that are coming to modern. Like, any creature that can draw for itself is already good. Like, Elvish Visionary, flip the flip. Yeah. And now Wall of Blossoms. What could possibly go wrong? I don't know. But, well, yeah. Let's go to slide number 8. Here's slide number 8. So we've got Diabolic Edict, which is getting reprinted. So like, many people would go like, oh look, yes, Diabolic Edict is getting reprinted. Wait, wasn't Liliana's Triumph created in War of the Spark before? Yeah. So yeah, many people wanted Diabolic Edict and or Changer's Edict to be reprinted, but like, when they were happy that Diabolic Edict was going to get reprinted, well, not anymore. We've already got Liliana's Triumph in Standard, which is most probably a strictly better option, since for 2-mana instant, each opponent sacrifices a creature. But if you have any Liliana, even Liliana of the Veil, exactly, each opponent also discards a card. Diabolic Edict for 2-mana instant, target player sacrifices a creature. And Changer's Edict, it's probably a better option, which is 2 mana sorcery. Target player sacrifices a creature and has a flashback for 7 mana. Ooh, flashback, but it's a kind of pricey. 7 mana flashback, but still good. Like, seen like Firebolt, like Firebolt and Shock, or like similar to Diabolic Edict and Chainer's Edict. So yeah, Diabolic Edict is the one that's getting reprinted. Chainer's Edict, most probably not. Might be too busted for modern. Well, in the end, what's kind of bad is that Sorcery Plowshares was cancelled. Yes, it was cancelled, unfortunately. So like, it's not going to get reprinted. But the thing is that if you have seen, it said MH1 at the bottom of a Modern Horizons card. So, do you think in 2021 there's going to be Modern Horizons 2 with Sorcery Plowshares, Price of Progress, and him to 2-rack? Like, these 3 cards were faked, like, in the spoilers. Like, people faked those spoilers. Like, people made like a lie in the internet about Price of Progress, Sorcery Plowshares, and him to 2-rack getting reprinted. But they are not getting reprinted because they are not in Mythic spoilers, and Wizards did not clearly said they were going to get reprinted. Yeah. And now to 7. Yeah. It's just plain old Choking Tethers. So yeah, I did not find anything similar to Choking Tethers. It's a 4 mana instant. Oh, it's a Vintage Master. Okay, yeah. Some Vintage Masters are getting reprinted in Modern Horizons. So yeah, it's a 4 mana instant. Tap up to 4 target creatures. Oh yeah, it's a Vedalken with 4 hands. In each of the hands are stopping a creature. Isn't that smart? Cool. And it's cycling for 2 mana. And if you were to cycle Choking Tethers, you can tap a creature. Great! That's so good. It's like, if you have the 4 mana, good. You tap 4 creatures at instant speed. But if you have only 2 mana and you desperately need to tap a creature, you could just cycle, draw, and tap a creature. Great. That's good. Or like if your opponent only has 1 creature and you want to tap it, then cycle that and tap. And you draw back as well. Well done. Yeah. That's good for... That can be good, especially with an Astral Drift. It would be great if you were to cycle that. But, well, yeah. Anyway, it's a very good card. And Modern Horizons is a very good set. With new cards. It's basically the first master set to neither have master in the name and to also have new cards as well as reprints. So like Modern Horizons, like starting from this year, they're probably going to replace Modern Masters. They have the same price as a Modern Masters pack. So like basically, it's 40 dirhams or 50 dirhams even. Yeah. In case if you did not know what the dirham is, then... Well... A dirham is basically a quarter of a pound. Yeah. So like, 1 quid would be 4 dirhams. That's in the UAE. That's the UAE's currency. A dirham. But like they release a master set every 6 months. And in Ultimate Masters, they claimed that Ultimate Masters was going to be a last master set for foreseeable future. They were wrong. They lied. They now are making Modern Horizons, which is cool. It's another master set that they were making 6 months after the statement. Which, I don't know who put that statement. Yeah, who announced that on the Wizards page. But But doesn't matter who announced it. It was not a real statement, which is kind of weird. Really, I'm serious. Wizards is kind of weird sometimes. Like they were going to print a card called Tornado, but it was printed in Modern Horizons, but it was called Fornado instead of Tornado. Like they typoed in the spoilers. Like the card, the printing of the card is going to be printed like as, unless if they're going to fit the spoiler, it's going to be printed as Fornado instead of Tornado. Like it was going, like there is like it's going to be called Tornado, not Fornado. Like, come on, seriously. If they actually print it with the typo, well, it's going to be kind of expensive for a common. Just saying, £1 or something for this, for a Fornado. Because it can happen sometimes that they misprint a card. Like, remember Nalfa Orsish Oriflam? That was 2 mana instead of being 4 mana. But, well, yeah. Time for slide sits. Guess what, guys? Croson Tusker and Manowar are getting reprinted. Like, Croson Tusker was actually a good card, not really for modern. Like, we're getting this reprint, and we already had Shepherd Monitor in modern. Like it just rotated like 9 months ago. I think it was in September when Amonkhet rotated out. Yeah, rotated out of standard in September 2018. But yeah, like Croson Tusker. Oh yeah, Croson Tusker is like one mana more expensive than Shepherd Monitor, just to reduce its cycling cost. But the thing is that for Shepherd Monitor, you just extend 1 more mana. It gives you a choice to search a desert. Which, what desert would we play in modern? Ravnica ruins? Nah. Desert itself? Not really. Desert of the Indomitable? Oh, that is actually a good idea. You could also cycle into. I'm running out of desert ideas, but yeah. Still, with Shepherd Monitor and Croson Tusker, they both say do this before you draw on the reminder text. So like, yeah, cycling will start being a thing in modern with new cycling cards and reprinted cycling cards and Astral Drift and stuff. Cycling will be a thing, and Shepherd Monitor will also start seeing play. But like any card, like, yeah, like if you don't need the land anymore, then you could just hardcast a Croson Tusker or a Shepherd Monitor. Oh, Shepherd Monitor, yeah. Croson Tusker is also a good card. Like, I never knew this wasn't Modern Leo, the Croson Tusker, but it's a 7 mana 6/5 in the late game. But otherwise, it's a 3 mana. Search for basic land, reveal it, and put your hand and shuffle your library. More for Commander than for Modern, but yeah. And Manowar is arriving Modern. Like we already got Exclusion Mage and it was and I think it was called Aether Depth, another card that had the Manowar ability. Well, yeah, the thing is that with Manowar, it's completely different to Exclusion Mage. Like, Manowar, it's a 3 mana 2/2. Like, you can bounce any creature, but you have to bounce the creature. So, like, if you were to play it and your opponent has no creatures, you have to bounce one of your own creatures, which is kind of unfortunate. But it can be useful. Like you could bounce the enemy creature, which is most likely what you're going to do on Mana War. Like Mana War would be a 2-mana 2/2, and you're basically with an unsummon stuck to it, which is cool. And yeah, but you could also use it to do the ETB effect again. Like you trigger ETB again with Mana War. But if you were to somehow give it flash, say to Fairy, it could save one of your creatures as well as bouncing an opponent's creature. Thing is with Exclusion Mage is that it has to bounce an opponent's creature. That's the thing. Oh yeah. It's not really that bad, the Mana War. Yeah. Yeah. On to slide number 5. We've got so yeah, we've got Lava Dart, which isn't really impressive. It like your first it isn't really impressive at the start, but look how much Lava Dart could do for just 1 mana and 2 damage and sacrificing a mountain at instant speed. But well yeah, Lava Dart, it can just be like a 1 red instant to deal 1 damage to any target. And you could flash back to sacrifice a mountain to deal another damage to any target. So basically, what you could do is, basically it's practically like a forked bolt, but at instant speed. But you have to sacrifice a mountain to do that. And, or basically a cheaper version of Chandra's Pyrohelix, but you have to sacrifice a mountain. Yeah, that could be another way of saying Lava Dart. But it's good for storm decks, since the thing is that it counts as 2 spells and 2 damage. So that's 4 less spells you need to cast in storm for your grape shot. You don't care if you sacrifice a mountain. You'd anyway how do you say it? Win this turn, most probably. Like it's a great card, Lava Dart. Like I thought it was not going to see anywhere, because I prefer Shock basically, but it's not necessarily strictly worse than Shock, but it's great for grape shot decks and stuff and anything. Yeah, Lava Dart is very flexible as well. It's like, when I saw it, I'm like, why are they printing this now? Like, oh, it's a reprint. Like, I mean, like, wait, what? It's a reprint? Like, Lava Dart did not ring a bell to me. Like I mean, like I never seen Lava Dart before until I saw the Mythic spoilers, which does Modern Horizons. Yeah. But well, yeah. That was just this card number 19. So yeah. Like 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. It was 17. Oh, we're on to slide 4 now.
RenderForest.com.
Yeah. So there is. Oh, wait, what? What? No. No. So we've got okay, yeah, there we go. There's the face cam problem solved. Yeah. This spore frog is basically a fog on a frog. See? So it's a 1-mana 1/1 frog with you can sacrifice it to prevent all combat damage that will be dealt this turn. So yeah, it's a very good card, especially in Pauper. Like it's a fog on a creature, which is awesome. Yeah, really. But we already had it in white. It's called a 1-mana. It's a 1-mana 1/1 called Kami of False Hope. It's a spirit. You can sacrifice it to prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn. Like why was so much hype built for Spore Frog when we already got Kami of False Hope in white? That's just something I need to solve. Why was there a lot of hype built on a Sport Frog? But anyway, it's always a good card, like great for green. Kami of False Hope is also great as well. Not like it's practically like a white time shift. The Kami of False Hope to Spore Frog. But yeah. Number 3 we've got remember to subscribe if you haven't already. But we've got this other bundle there, like we got Unearth, Prohibit, and Shelter. Yes, Unearth is getting reprinted. That's so cool. So yeah, it's a 1-mana sorcery. Return target creature card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. What great 3-mana creature is there in mod? So like so well yeah, you could basically get Ronus, but still, like, why play Ronus in modern? If you want to be that guy, then you could just like go for turn 1 you play Swamp. It's Zalsimian Spirit Guide to add 1 red mana. Then use that red mana to do Faithless Loofing. Draw 2 cards, then discard Eidolon of Rhetoric and another card, yeah? And then you could just unearth to bring that creature back to the battlefield directly. And there you go. Now your opponents can only play 1 card each, cast 1 spell each turn, starting from turn 1. Say, for example, you started. And now you already put a lock to your opponent. So yeah, it's great. It's great Unearth, but otherwise you could just cycling for 2 mana. So yeah, it's very good Unearth. You can just cheat something from your graveyard, only 3 or less, and it's great as a common, like Urza's Destiny. Either it was Urza's Destiny or Urza's Legacy. It was such a busted set, like Unearth, Rancor. There's lots of other powerful cards in this set. There's also Prohibit, which is by the way, it's a really bad counterspell. It's a 2 mana instant. Also Kicker for 2 mana. counter target spell if its converted mana cost is 2 or less. But if it was kicked, counter that spell if its converted mana cost is 4 or less. Instead, I would rather go with a mana leak or rune snack instead of prohibit. Really. Quench can beat prohibit easily. Yeah. Which saying quench is a very bad counterspell. And I don't know why was it reprinted in Ravnica Legends and not something else like Mana Leak. Like they decided to reprint Quench instead of Mana Leak in Ravnica Legends, but yeah. Doesn't really matter. So yeah. And now we've got Shelter. So it's a 2 mana instant. Target creature you control gains protection from the color of your choice until end of turn. And you can draw a card. It's a great protection spell. So like it can protect one of your creatures from removal, and it's not card disadvantage because you draw back a card, which is great. So like they go like, okay, fatal push, and like nope, Shelter, protection from black, draw card, and they're like, and then the opponent goes like, oh man, I wanted to get rid of that creature. Yeah. Well, they can't. It's funny. Oh yeah, with Unearth, by the way, it doesn't have to be 3 mana. You could do 2 mana or 1 mana, so you could just go with a Tarmogoyf if you wish. But like, otherwise you'd probably go for a forest, then Exile Simian Spirit Guide, and directly play Tarmogoyf rather than having to do this complication, playing a swamp, exiling Simian Spirit Guide to cast Faithless Looting, draw 2 cards, discard Tarmogoyf and something else, and then Unearth to bring back Tarmogoyf. But it's most probably better with a 3 mana creature. You could just go like Eidolon of Rhetoric. And there you go. That is instant disruption. So yeah. On to number 2. Doesn't it look cool? Well, now we've got Eladamri's Call, which is, yeah, it's great for Commander, and Modern is going to play that card as well in the Knight of the Reliquary decks. Like, Knight of the Reliquary decks are going to play Eladamri's Call. Like, it's a 2 mana instant. Search your library for a creature card, reveal that card, put in your hand, then shuffle your library. And in Ice Age, we've got like Eladamri's Call was printed in Plane Shift, which was an old set, and before that there was Ice Age. Long time before, a few years before Ice Age, there was no, not Ice Age. I meant Plane Shift. There was Ice Age, which had Altar of Bone, same mana costed Eladamri's Call, sorcery this time, and at the cost of sacrificing a creature. But you do the same thing. You search for a creature, reveal it, then put in your hand and shuffle your library. So yeah, basically, Altar of Bone is basically like Eladamri's Call, but at a sorcery and at the cost of sacrificing a creature. Definitely worse. The Altar of Bone. Eladamri's Call is 50 times better than Altar of Bone. 50 times better? No, 3 times better. That was an exaggeration. 3 times better would be the better way of calculating it. The power level of Eladamri's Call compared to Altar of Bone. But we still got one more slide, one more card, and we've got
Render Forest.
the Great Sack Outlet itself, Altar of Dementia. The Great Commander Master, the Great Colorless Sack Outlet, the Great Artifact that enables milling. Mill everyone to death. Sack your creatures before they die. Combos great with living end / living death. We've got Altar of Dementia. There we go. It's going to see play in the living end decks because with living end, you could just like, before you cast a spell, you could just like sack your creatures. You might mill yourself as well, or you could just mill your opponent. Then you'd use a trick to playing living end instantly. Like you could go like Electrodominus or As Foretold to cast it directly for free without suspending it. And you have no creatures on the battlefield. Now you bring back all of your creatures from your graveyard to the battlefield, and you still had the creatures from before. And you might get, and if you decide to mill your opponent, then your opponent has milled, but any creatures they got as well, they get it back as well, but they lose their previous board. That's the thing. So I just saw you'd most probably with Altar of Dementia mill yourself if you're going for living end, but otherwise you could just mill your opponent, or if you don't want to mill yourself, even if you're playing a living end, you could just mill the opponent and take a risk. It's not really a hard risk, but well, yeah, Altar of Dementia is definitely a great card. And that was all of the Modern Horizons spoilers for today. So yeah, type in the live chat, top chat, stream chat comments. Which of these cards did you like the most? And do you want and do you like Modern Horizons? Do you think they'll ever make another Modern Horizons after this one? Like, if it will be a success, do you think it will potentially replace Modern Masters forever? I don't know. Otherwise, like, this is basically like the second and last Modern Horizons. Well, actually it was the third one, but the thing is that the first one was like way long ago, and that was only 2 cards, which was Sarah and the Cabal Therapist. But well, yeah, now there's like such a lot of spoilers because this weekend it's going to get pre-released. In June 9, it's going to get pre-released, and that's the first ever Master set to have a pre-release. Yeah, just saying, like, because Master set never had a pre-release set. This one does a pre-release date. This one has a pre-release date, but the only pre-release promo is a special Astral Drift. That's the thing. It's only Astral Drift what you're getting at pre-release, and it's not limited edition. It's just a promo. Well, it can be either promo or limited edition, or both limited edition promo, because a promo has to say P at the bottom instead of something else, like, because at the bottom of the card there is a rarity. Like, it says like C, which is common, U, which is uncommon, R, which is rare, M, which is mythic, P is promo, and B is bonus, but that's only for the Power 9 in Vintage Masters, which is just online as well. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy it. Like, subscribe, follow, share with your friends, and stay tuned to our next video streams and podcasts. And the podcasts will be live every Tuesday, so stay tuned to them and watch my other videos too. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and bye. Beautiful.